RFK has removed the entire ACIP vaccine committee. Here's what you need to know. This is no longer about vaccine safety, about transparency in the process, about corruption, about getting big pharma. No, this is no longer about that. This has become entirely about deconstructing the entire process when it comes to vaccines, whether it's doing research on developing new vaccines and drying up NIH grants and funding for that. This is about drying up research on doing vaccine research in the community, such as randomized clinical trials to make sure they actually work. This is about deconstructing the regulatory process at the FDA when it comes to making sure vaccines are safe and they're approved. And this is also about deconstructing the process that leads to recommendations by such committees to the CDC as well as insurance companies on what vaccines are recommended and whether they should be covered by insurance companies. This is about destroying the entire process, not on the premise of making vaccines safer, more transparent, but simply, I believe, about getting rid of vaccines altogether, driven by an anti-vax, anti-science, hardcore person like RFK and his cronies and believers. They don't want vaccines to be safer. I really think they just don't want vaccines at all as part of our key fundamental pillar of our public health and medical institutions. Whether they know it or not, they want our healthcare ecosystem and our public health efforts to mirror second and third world countries. And I don't know why. This is extremely worrisome, and it's going to be extremely dangerous if we let this linger long enough. I remain optimistic that when it comes time, we will put back people in positions of power that will undo some of this harm. Because I would say fortunately, these types of changes and efforts, they don't lead to disasters immediately. It probably takes months and years. But if we keep electing people like him, or people that allow people like RFK to take power in these positions, then 5-10 years out, we will have public health disasters. We still have time to undo this. Every 2 years, we have an opportunity to undo this by electing people who believe in science, who understand the importance of these systems and mechanisms that we've had in place for, more than 50, 60, 70 years now. I have zero trust and faith in the people that he's going to appoint to the ACIP committee now. This is a Washington Post opinion piece written by none other than RFK Jr. Bullshit.